taken by a man, one of the managers or stage producers, and was told to get up on stage. After a little bit of trying to stop it, eventually he got you to the backstage to get all dressed up. The rest of the group decided to, most of the group, besides Thaddeus, decided that they were going to go get Rah her drinks and bring it out to the stables where she talked to you. And Thaddeus sort of just stayed and watched as Callan did his amazing dance. His new name supposedly is Butch the Tunnel Drake. And surprisingly wowed everyone and got the attention of the strip club's manager, who immediately was just like, "Hey kid, you got the stuff. I'll help you out a little bit, but don't try to fuck me," type of deal. And Callan agreed for the most part in order to get close to Captain Ink. And while that was going on, the rest of the group was talking with her, learning a little bit more about what she did and everything, and finding out that Captain Ink did drop by the island where the other prince was. And then Perry, you receive a letter from Prince Rygar. Inside it says, "Dear Perry, if you could help me, I would really appreciate it. I think Cicero has got the wrong idea between me and him, and I think you need to let him down."
That's pretty incorrect just because he'd come over here and tell me himself.
That's
Honestly,
what you think.
I'm wondering if he can get a letter to us, why wouldn't he just, send reinforcements or something?
Clark, you know I love you because your characters are fantastic, but for the love of God, play them right.
Hey Laura, how's it going? Glad for you to join us.
Coming in hot.
Cicero is going full yandere. I can't believe that her boyfriend would break up with her.
No, I just need him to back slowly off of my dick.
I mean, Cicero's a him, so it'd be his boyfriend, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That does not happen. Anyway, yeah, you talked with her. You learned that Captain Ink does go over to the island of the prince or princess, and to her's knowledge, that's just a place for him to hide his treasure. Although while you were talking and drinking, Rah came over, saw what her was doing, and basically saw all you guys, saw that you were full of shit, and told you if you were really signed up to come over here, then you gotta show me that you're worth my time. And you guys fought in a little arena, and you guys did actually pretty well. Everyone performed. There was a lot of healing done. There was a lot of pew arrow shooting and eldritch blasting. There was smart use of spells going on. Although her Rah seemed to be a little bit powerful. She smashed a lot of people with her shields. More specifically, Cicero. But all of you felt at least one punch from her. Except for maybe Cord. I don't know if I hit Cord. I think I did. Anyway, you eventually won over her respect, and she allowed you to stay here and hang out. She even offered to show you around a little bit. Then back over with Thaddeus and Callan, Captain Ink had arrived with his ensemble of Raphael and Smudge. Thaddeus decided to be that guy who would walk up to the long table where only those three sat and just sit down and start talking. Smudge instantly warmed up to him when he gave her teacup back, and Ink felt obliged to help him out, seeing as he did go and kill Gil. He told Raphael that he can hang out with him, help him work on his new gun, and that would be that. Alan decided once Raphael, Smudge, and Thaddeus had left to try to go make his impression with Ink. And it was odd to say the least. Taking his drink, putting it in his mouth, and then just spitting it back out. Ink certainly did not like that, thought of him as weird, but not as suspicious as Thaddeus, apparently, and actually asked Callan if he does want to show that he is different from others, then to spy on Thaddeus for him, in case they have someone trying to go against him in his camp.
A truly ironic request.
Yep. And the last thing that happened was that you guys sent her off as she realized maybe she should be making money from Ink. Maybe she does want to get a big blanket when she goes to sleep, instead of just sleeping in the hay. So yeah, that's where we left off last time.
I still want to talk to HR about all this.
Somebody needs to report these guys.
Right? A lawsuit would
There's
shut this place
racism
down
in the
hard. Hey,
workplace.
instead of just killing him, let's shut him down with a bunch of lawsuits. Right? No?
Yeah, let me
Okay.
just
Alright, cool.
let me just get Pirate HR on the line.
Surely there's at least one. At least one. There has to be.
Hello, Pirate HR. Yes, I have. I've been in the company of Captain Ink's crew, and there has been racism, people not getting paid, overworking, people getting hanged at the gallows. I would like to see if you have any.
People getting shot in the head?
Oh, that's normal for pirates? No, it's not. What? You mean I would only call you if they weren't doing this kind of stuff? All
Man,
right. Well, you
I need
didn't
to
have
switch
use
professions
such
or
colorful
something.
language to tell me to leave, but goodbye. Sorry, guys. I don't think you're gonna get any help.
You're saying HR was rude as well?
Well, they called me a cracker, so
Guys,
it's
I'm gonna change
not-
profession to whistleblower.
Ooh, I have a whistle.
All right, so y'all are vaguely in the same area as each other. Thaddeus,
Weren't we on the wall? Or near a wall or something, by the way?
yeah, you guys are on one of the walls. Probably, let's put you guys over here on this wall. These are much wider than they appear to be, especially because a giant could stand on one. And Ari and Cord, or just Cord, did you two go with them for the walk, or did you just stay at the stables?
I think we would go with them.
All right, cool. I'll use one you're in. Here we go. All right, so Callan, you're left to your devices. Ink went back to his home. Thaddeus, as you guys are watching, Thaddeus walks outside of the house with Raphael. Smudge is sort of just like, she's grabbed onto the back of Raphael's cloak and is just trying to pull against him, but he he just keeps on striding forward. You could just hear her say, "No, give him back! We're supposed to have tea time!" But
Don't interrupt
eventually,
tea time, man.
but Raphael brings Thaddeus over to this large building up here and closes the door behind him. Smudge gives a little huff and just sits down next to the door.
So before Ink left, did I get any sort of like inclination or not inclination?
Inclination.
Oh, hi everybody.
I give myself inspiration.
Yes.
Good for you. Was there any sort of like token or anything that if I came in contact with other pirates that I could show that I was on like a private ink mission or something like that?
Did you ask him that before he left, or?
I didn't know if last time he was just walking away yet or not. If he walked away, then no, I didn't ask, so I would have nothing.
Yeah,
I
he just walked away and told you to do this for him.
Okay.
You would probably be inclined to think that, given that he's given you a secret mission, it's best not to wear anything that would expose that you're doing a secret mission for him.
Sure. So kind of concerned about Thaddeus, and also I guess I don't really care about Ink's job, but actually concerned a little bit about Thaddeus. I would go over to the building, but try and stay out of eye shot of anybody, and see if there are like windows or anything.
Smudge is currently just sitting at the front door.
Can I cycle around to the sides so that I don't just walk up to the front of the building?
Yeah, sure. So you go around the sides, you see that this building has no windows. There is, you see that there are sort of just like grates at the top to let in air, but it's way too small for anyone to actually try to fit in. You go around the sides of the buildings, you don't see any openings. You go around the back, and you notice that there are a couple pirates currently checking out the wall that you guys had teleported behind. They're currently inspecting it, and I want you to actually roll me a stealth roll, please.
Oh boy, first one.
All right. So you're able to stealth around them, and you watch them as they are currently they're rebuilding the little section in the wall that appeared that Gil had destroyed in order to get into the back of the building. You see that in the back of the cargo hold there is a door. However, now there is a man posted there, really big pirate that is currently on watch, more specifically watching the pirates who are rebuilding.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go bother them. And there are no windows anywhere. Did I notice what direction Ink walked away?
Ink walked into what you can only assume is his home, which is right over here. I'll move Thaddeus over to the cargo hold so you know he's there. Ink and the giants are over here.
Okay. I think I would try and find everybody else to let them know what's going on before I do anything crazy.
All right. So the rest of you eventually make your ways off the wall and back into really just the center of camp. Is there anything specific?
Has Her returned?
No.
That means it's going well, right? That probably means it's going well.
You hear a big smash come from the direction where she was in.
It's probably going fine. It's going fine.
He's probably having fun.
Yeah. So what's next, guys? What are we gonna do?
He kind of lowers his voice, kind of looking around. Are there still like tons of guys, or is everybody just kind of like running to and fro with things to do?
Yeah, it's currently evening right now, so everyone is sort of taking the. It's really just moving barrels and crates around, but there's no one really fighting anymore in the pit, and it seems that most of them have gone over to the Rusty Hook.
Okay.
And if not the Rusty Hook, you do see a good number of them head over towards the cargo hold.
Does it
They
look like
kinda
there's
go
anyone
past
like?
Smudge.
Does it look there's anyone looking in our direction?
Not particularly. You see a couple people like shove past you. A couple comments of newbies should start working.
But nothing like no one actually giving us any orders or anything.
No, no one's giving you any orders.
I want to know why there's another tinier version of me in the courtyard.
Even tinier
There's
than
two
usual.
of me. There's
Are
two
there?
Of me.
Where are they?
Think together, there's two of me.
I only see one.
I only see one as well.
Whoa. Okay, Dan. You just have to make sure you tell me which me is the right me.
Hey, did you sample the
Um,
marijuanas?
This one, the one that's now next to this pirate.
Okay, that's the big one's the right me. Okay, I got it.
I honestly
That
cannot
is
see
why
a
you
smaller.
say no to
Another
drugs,
right.
parents.
I guess. All right.
Okay.
So yeah. Is there anything else y'all would like to do? Aaron, you asked a question.
Well, I was asking if anyone was like looking in our direction or regarding us as suspicious at this point. And then before that, I asked the
No.
group what we're gonna do.
You look no more suspicious than a bunch of lazy pirates.
That's
Can
fine.
I do a quick check to see if I see any particularly perspicacious pirates, like that elven dude that almost got us caught in the swamp?
Any like particular one that might be snooping on you? You mean?
Anyone that looks particularly with it. Like these, well, there's a lot of slobs, but anyone who looks particularly like put together, like a pirate who knows his stuff.
Roll perception check.
So good at those. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
I believe in you. Yeah.
Harry, all these pirates look leagues ahead of that elven guy.
Okay.
They all seem to be with it, strong, burly guys. There's no real, like, you can't tell if any of these guys are idiots or anything. They look as if they were the elites of the pirates.
Gotcha.
The only one that looks a little bit strange is Smudge over by the door. She's the only one that seems less elitist.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, should we go see if we can find Thaddeus and Callan?
I suppose that'd be the next move, though.
We should probably meet up with them at least. I wonder
Yeah.
how Callan's doing at the strip club.
I hope he's alright. Pulling over.
He's doing pretty well for himself.
Oh God.
He looked like he had been doing it all his life, so I don't really worry about his
Wait,
content.
we weren't there for that, were we?
You weren't there to see it.
We weren't there to
Damn.
see it. Yeah. That's so disappointing. He's doing alright. I don't know if they will bring in tomatoes or anything like that.
I mean, considering how much he, climbs all over the place, I'm sure the pool would be no stranger to him.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, let's just go by the strip club, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah. I only worry that he keeps his voice kind of like really low. I only worry we're on a time schedule. We're running out of or daylight, as it were.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know about that though, because I don't know what time schedule Ink is on. Apparently, he just got back to this camp. I thought he was
that's
gonna be
true.
here for the whole week. Like our intel was sketchy at best.
Yeah.
Schedule. I mean, go team. So
Well, that's all right. Um, I don't know. I don't think we could take them alone, but I like our chances at least gaining some people's trust.
I mean, did you see how Raphael took out those two guards? By the way, Clark, did it look like how long did it take him to take out those two guards? Did he fire like twice within 6 seconds, maybe?
6 seconds.
Cool.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
don't want to take him on, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't like our odds if we're trying to face their whole crew, especially because we would probably incur the wrath of everyone here, because it would be loud.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we definitely want her on our side. I like
Yeah,
her.
absolutely.
If we can get them, if we can get them, of course we do. But I don't know how we're gonna do that.
What if depends on how hers talk went with Ink. Depending on how he takes the idea of really actually paying her. If he does, then we're a bit out with the rudder. But this is awful. I really feel bad. If he ends
seems
up really refusing her, then she might be convinced to have better options. You know.
It seems like Rah would be willing to, like, it seems like she's doing this, you know, I mean, not that she has a particularly strong moral center, but she's mainly doing this, you know, to provide for her sister. So if she thought there was another way to do that,
You think
I feel
so?
like she's not, you know, she's not the type to do revenge killing for Ink. It doesn't seem like she's particularly devoted to anybody but her sister.
I mean, to me, it looked like she just enjoys killing people, and I don't think we can offer her better than that, and then this for that.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like the Fighters Guild in Regalport. They
Yeah,
won't be killing, but it might be something where she can put her skills to use. In any case,
I think we would almost certainly have to get her on our side first. I think I don't know. We might want to explore other options. Like I wonder if anyone else like Smudge or something. Have we seen Smudge or anyone except for Raphael or Ink?
Anyone? Well, you know, the people that you're looking for, or at least the ones that you've been told about, are Her, Rah, Smudge, Raphael, and Chef, the Iron Chef, and the Captain Ink.
And Gil too,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you haven't been told about Gil. That wasn't in the report that you got, but you did see him, and you did learn that he once was a part of Captain Ink's elite crew at one point in his life.
Okay. Well, I mean, with Gil, I mean, clearly there's some kind of unrest in here. Maybe I don't think we're going to be able to have enough time before he leaves. We might not be able to do this in a week.
bless them. Yeah, almost constantly. I just want to be like, if we're heading towards the strip club, I just really don't want us to be overheard at this point in time.
Yeah, good call. We should meet up tonight somewhere in the camp, or we'll be unseen.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to use Awaken Mind and just say to the guys, you know, and if we scuttle all his ships.
How?
And how are we gonna do that without getting caught?
I'm a big fan of fire.
Again, how without getting caught?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We can plan that as we go.
Sure. That's about how we do everything else, it seems like, so...
I see, like, the problem is anything we do here getting caught. If the eventual end goal is Ink's death, how do we do that without getting caught? We can't kill every pirate.
Well,
Did we want to kill him or did we want to capture him?
I think the goal that Rygar told us. Where are we by this point, by the way? How close to are we?
You guys were moving towards the
brothel?
strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there.
Okay.
And you would see Callan. If you hadn't moved, then everyone would meet up with him outside.
All right, we'll talk about this later. Hey, Callan, how was
I
your
don't wanna talk
dance? Oh no.
And I hand Aaron the jacket.
Oh, hey, you got a new jacket.
Just take this away from me, please.
Wait, are you sure? You just got a new one. You were looking for, you were pretty beat up about your old one getting.
They're calling me something that has to do with the dragon, and I don't need this on my back. I'll find another jacket.
Is how big is the jacket? It's a Kender size jacket, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I might give it to Perry then.
It's too late. I have it.
No, you gotta rip it.
Us doesn't realize that there are people bigger than him and me.
Size means nothing.
Size
Listen,
means nothing.
I don't see size. Okay, this is a this is a size safe zone.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay.
But
so all in all, I made some money. We can talk about that later.
hey,
Yeah.
you were making it. They were making it hail on you.
Stop. Just stop. And Thaddeus went into a workshop over there, and I'll point to the building.
Wait,
with
what?
Raphael. Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I tried. I don't really know what happened, but he seemed kind of friendly with them.
Oh
I'm not entirely
god.
sure.
Oh.
But they're in that building together.
Oh god.
There's no real great way to get in. There's an entrance in the back that's guarded by a couple people because they're doing some renovations and investigating the same wall that we came in. And the small young one that's friends with Ink is standing out in front of the front door.
Smudge.
Yes, that's right. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. And then I met up with Captain Ink, and he has this pretty cool. Well, first off, he's got this weird actual ink thing. I see why he got his name. He just clicks this. It looks like a chip of ink, and then it like goes into his body. I don't know. It was very odd. Very, very odd.
Do you think he's got ink blood? It just kind of happens.
Yeah, I mean, he like made it come out of his hand, and then it just went back into his hand, and then he just kept doing that, almost like a tick of his. Yeah, and then it all just kind of moves around his skin. It's very uncomfortable.
Right. I mean, I really should have expected him to have some sort of an ink theme. So, it's fine.
Yeah. So nonetheless, I spoke with him for a little bit. Kind of weird guy. I guess I didn't do not a great first impression, but that wasn't the point. So he asked me to keep an eye on Thaddeus, actually. But sort of like in a secretive way, so I didn't want to just walk in there and be like, oh, I'm supposed to keep an eye on this old man. So I don't really know what Thaddeus is doing in there. But that's all I've been up to. Sorry.
Well, good on you, first off. I mean,
We fought a
maybe-
giant.
yeah, that's true. We did fight Rah, but not in a I'm gonna kill you way, but sort of a testing your metal. We earned a respect, I think.
Well,
Some-
you all
something
have
like
all of
that.
your pieces, it looks like. So.
Yeah.
She very nearly
Really
killed
hard.
very many of us, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I
she
call that a
wasn't.
win.
She wasn't trying to kill us, so that was
I
okay.
was
Depressing.
really afraid if she was.
Let's put it this way. I don't want to be in a position where we have to fight Raw and her.
Or any of these people, to be honest. But
Or any of these people.
anyway, we can't really talk about this here. What do we do for the rest of the night? I guess, Callan, I can maybe try to help you out with your stealth stealth thing, I can give you a little extra sneakiness.
Do what?
Well, you're trying to sneak around and do your thing for ink, right? You probably shouldn't ignore that completely. And it'd be good
Yeah,
to get some info on what him and Raphael are doing.
sure. I can always ask Thaddeus later, though.
Well,
The other thing was, I didn't really see anything interesting on, so I didn't really want to try and just put my hands all over Ink on the first meeting. He's got a couple keys on him, which I thought were maybe sort of interesting, but then he's got this scroll that he was kind of making a big deal about to a bunch of people. He kind of keeps it on him. I don't know if he's putting it away somewhere in his home. But he also mentioned that the home was kind of trapped. He kind of hinted at it. So if we do decide to go in there, just be careful, kind of thing.
Right.
And he walked in there. Did I see that he went with the Giants in there, or do I just know he walked back to his place?
You know that he walked back to his place. You would have seen the Giants go into his place.
Okay.
Should
Yeah,
we wait
he's at
outside?
home with multiple Giants, so not the best time to confront people, I guess.
Should we wait? Should we wait inside of the building for the Giants to come out? I mean, we're kind of putting our eggs in the befriending her basket right now, and she's been the one that's been the most friendly to us. So even if it's just like, hey, here, come sleep in the stables, should we wait for her to come out, or should we just go find somewhere to
I guess that's probably our best bet. I don't know anything about Smudge or the Iron Chef or Raphael. Just based on what I saw, I don't think Raphael is going to join us. He doesn't seem like the type to really.
Yeah, something that he really wants, but right now I've got nothing.
Yeah. Hmm. Who had Smudge's teacup?
Dad, right?
That's not a
Yeah,
question to you, Clark.
Oh.
Sorry.
I think that was around the time you were interrogating the person.
The teacup? No, we got that at Gil's place, right? Who held on to that?
Oh, that was afterward. Not me.
I don't know if I can't carry up
It-
things.
It wasn't Thaddeus, was it?
Oh.
Well, does anybody right here have it?
I don't. Alright.
I take that as a no.
I don't have it.
Well, I guess Thaddeus has it.
Well, that might explain why Ink was being so friendly with them and sending him off to work with Raphael. So I guess he's doing alright.
Oh.
Alright, well, I don't know what to do here, guys.
I think the best thing we can do right now is bide our time and just kind of get an idea of the lay of the land and where the alliances fall. And, for example, we pretty much think we don't want to face the guy with the boomstick. So, if there's a time when the boomstick guy goes somewhere else, that would be great. I mean,
Sure.
Ink piloting the ship to go, we'll have to make a decision then. But I feel like there's not really a lot we can do now except figure out who does what where and why.
Yeah, we're pretty much infiltrated, I guess. So for now, we'll take a night, cement our infiltration, and then maybe plan something out later. Because I think we're kind of attracting some attention here.
So do we want to just go wait for her? Her and Rah?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Should we split up or should we all go together? Was just Cal gonna go eye on Dad, or was somebody else going with him? What are we doing?
I mean, I could
I
go
can't
with
get in
him.
the building, so unless someone wants to talk our way in, sadly, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do confidently.
Huh. Well, maybe you could get in with Rah's permission. if she'd be willing to help you out. Like, maybe you can tell her about your mission from Ink, and she would help you out with getting in. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
That
Just
could
just
be
You can
just
do
a
that.
suggestion. I don't know if you'll be able to sneak in with that
Wait,
kind of
do we-
security you were describing.
Are we admitting? Here's the thing. I doubt enough to pretend not to know us. So I assume we're going with that we're all part of the same crew.
Right.
Okay. So are we just gonna have to try and roll with whatever he told him, or are we gonna be like, nah, fam, he crazy?
Well,
I've never told him, but I was hoping that everyone else was thinking it. So,
thinking what? That he's crazy?
yeah.
Well, even if we didn't think he was crazy, if he told something that we don't want to tell the pirates, then we could just be like, yeah, he's, you know, Dad's a little, took a few too many blows to the head, so he just says things sometimes.
Maybe not dad.
I was
But-
speaking metaphorically.
I don't feel comfortable calling him dad, even metaphorically.
Yeah, he's too big to be my dad anyway.
Um,
My dad is tough.
sure. But yeah, I think we should probably claim him, because otherwise he's just gonna get himself killed,
Yeah, really.
at the very least. So,
So is that what the path we take with Raw? Because she has to, her, bless her heart, I like her a lot, but she's not the most, with it in the headspace regions. So if
Yeah,
she's
that's
used to taking care of her, maybe she'll be more understanding if that we have to take care of Thaddeus.
sure.
That's a possible link. I didn't think about that. Good point, Barry.
Thank you. I have him sometimes.
You have him a lot of the time. Don't get sell you so short.
Well, it's better than anything any of us have come up with. So,
Yeah, go on. If you can't sneak around, or if you want to try the talking route first, Ra could be really good insight there. I do want to wait around for her. I'm actually really curious to see how things went. I hope she's doing alright.
yeah, Cicero, maybe you and I could check in with her and see how that went, since we were kind of the ones who were
That sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'd love
pushing towards that, and then maybe Perry could go with Callan to talk to Ra about getting him into the building where Thaddeus is.
Mhm.
I have a quick thing. We're trying to prove that Ink is colluding with someone, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
but-
Prince Mika
We already proved
Rockface.
that, didn't
So-
we?
I don't think we
Didn't we say
have.
about going to see the princess? Who did he tell?
I think we need paperwork. Like we need hard proof. Is what
So,
Rygar's
Do
looking
they
for.
have? I don't know if this is like a common pirate thing, but I mean, if they're trading and stuff, can we just go to some ships and see if they have anything?
Ooh,
That's
I like
not a
that
bad
idea.
idea. I think what we need is records, though. Okay,
These
that's
pirates
something.
are mad for writing everything in diaries. They'll write their mom's social security number. They'll write everything in a diary.
I'm
sure-
sure
on the diary
that
proof.
someone here has to keep some kind of record about what they're trading.
I'd
Was
have
was the
to-
diary before written in some? That was not common. What was it written in?
Primordial.
Yeah, I
I
can
can
read
read
that
it.
and so can Perry.
I think that was only
Okay.
Guild, though, right? I don't know what other stuff this is gonna have,
Oh,
but
okay.
this is
But-
something that we can work towards. Like, we need to find whatever records they're keeping, and that would fulfill our mission,
And then we can get out.
and then we can get the hell out of here.
Well, I like the idea of checking out the ships. How about Cal and Aaron are both sneaky, so if Cal's checking up on where Thaddeus is, maybe Aaron could check out the ships, and the rest of us can wait for her, and then we can meet up at the stables, right? That's where her sleeps, the stables.
Well, here's my thought, and disregard it if you don't think it's got any water in it or anything like that. The ships go out really often, and he sends out a lot of different people. And I feel like if he's got this big house, and this is really his home base, I got to believe that any sort of records he has are in a more permanent place. Because what if a ship sunk and you're just out without any records, you know? I feel like if he's got any really, really like hard document type things of transactions, especially something that's really, really important like that, he might have it in a place that's not going to get waterlogged, you know?
I agree. That's a good thought.
I take that point, but I feel like getting into like the kind of investigating that would take to find those kind of records is something we maybe want to hold off on until we have a better idea of the lay of the land.
That's
I mean,
true.
we could wait entirely,
think-
but I still think it might be valuable for Aaron to at least know about the positions of the ships and kind of how many people are there. So if he
That's
does, you know, if we do have to chase them or something like that,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would be that's something we know nothing about.
Yeah,
I
so
think
that
we're
point
we're gonna
is-
have to go into the house at some point. By the way, are we still like in the front of everything,
Oi.
Clark?
What are you layabouts doing?
We're just enjoying the show.
We're waiting for her. She was supposed to show us where we're bunking.
Are you newbies then?
Yes, sir.
Well, we just had a big fight with Raw over in the courtyard. I don't know if you saw it, but you know,
No, I was busy working.
Oh,
well,
For you.
I mean, yeah, it was work for us too. Don't worry.
We came from the mining town, and there was a bunch of lazy layabouts there. So I just want to say, dude, I already feel better working here. You know?
Mm-hmm. Newbies sleep here, and he just like gestures to the chairs and stuff around you guys. The veterans get to sleep in the cargo hold.
oh.
So
Okay,
sleep.
sure.
But shouldn't all of you be working right now?
Well, no one really gave us something to do.
Well, we are packing Ink's ship back up. You newbies should be feeding the horses. You should be watching the grounds, doing anything. Who gave you your orders?
No one. I just said that.
Her and Rah was kind of figuring out. That's why Rah tussled with us. She wanted to see what was the best place to put us. But I think we could all start with horses. I mean, we're willing to work.
Well, get to it then.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And he'll wait for everyone to head over to the stables before he will just go back into the strip club.
Okay, so at this point we're like in between the stables and the brothel.
Mhm.
All right. Let's talk more about this tonight. For now, let's just not raise any suspicion.
I've know something about this before. They keep an eye out for people who just are sitting around. Somebody grab a barrel and just keep on carrying it as if you've got somewhere to be.
Okay.
That would be a good excuse to go to the ships. If a couple, maybe because Cord's strong, maybe Cord and Aaron could carry some stuff to the ships, like watch some other pirates where they're taking it that way and get kind of an idea that way.
Yeah, keep an eye out for someone who looks like they've got too much in their hands and be like, oh, let me give you a hand, and then they'll be off.
Sure. Sounds good. Meanwhile, y'all can work in the stables, and then Callan can do his thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it, guys. When are we gonna meet up? After sundown?
Sounds like a plan, yeah.
And then we
Yeah,
can
sounds
go. We can meet up maybe behind the stable or behind the brothel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're in the stable.
Well, assuming there's no one else in the stables, but yeah. All right, sure.
Well, yeah, that would be the assumption. I just think it would be less suspicious than meeting behind the stables.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Break.
Scene montage. Montage.
Let's see how bad of an animal handling check I can get.
Well, like, you're off me if it goes
Well, it's
anything wrong.
not terrible. It's not great.
I mean,
Terrible.
Okay.
Apples.
So based on what just happened, me and Cord are going to the docks.
Yes.
Like, you just
Some
look
people
for an
carry it
opening
in
with
that
somebody
direction.
who's they're carrying like 3 barrels at once, and they're definitely not going to be able to do it. So it's like, okay.
Is Clark still here? Did he fall asleep?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm typing something.
All right.
I'm sorry, his mind is still blown by his rolls last night.
Jesus, I already told some people about it.
Was he rolling a bunch of ones?
I rolled
No.
24 d8 and killed a ancient red dragon with at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Finished
I
off.
think this is like the 5th time I've heard this
Finished off.
story now.
That's because it's... Anyway,
I'd like to interject with you finished off the dragon. Okay.
I did
okay.
finish
like,
off
I'd like,
the dragon. I
I'd
didn't
like to think
kill
that I
it.
did-
I finished it off.
I'd-
You took a
you-
lot of the
you killed
damage,
it,
but
yeah, I would like to say I helped. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Okay. So, so some of you are gonna be going over to the stalls and just cleaning it up, stacking hay for the horses and everything, feeding them and all that. Cord and Aaron, we're gonna go and try to work with the heavy crates and stuff over by the cargo hold.
Yeah. Although I'm not the strongest guy, so we'll see how this works out.
All right. So, first of all, just to see if you guys are, because people are going to be watching you during this time. So, anyone who's working with the animals, either give me an animal handling check.
Do you want the 14 or do you want me to roll again?
I'll take the 14. Perry's Cicero.
I did a survival
They do
check
not
on
like
the
you.
stall. Do I need
No.
animal
Boy.
That one's better.
I want to keep my
Alright.
survival for stall mucking though.
Yeah, you
I'm so good at this.
you stall muck real good.
I
I-
stall muck so
If they
good.
can't talk back, I can't help them.
All right.
Do not stall muck real well, but I handle them animals real well.
I think Callan. What's Callan doing? Is
Your
Callan?
14 is pretty all right. Is Callan? Callan, you would have been dragged back into the strip club by the manager.
I was
You
gonna
need to get back
Yes!
to work.
Yes!
I was gonna say that as soon as that guy showed up and started telling everybody to do stuff, I'm out. Like I'm gonna go sneak somewhere.
Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know, man. You didn't
I
say it
don't-
at the time.
I don't want to do. Well, that
Do
guy's
it.
not the manager either.
Do it.
But I also didn't want him recognizing me. So, but I don't want to do horse mucking.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for the manager before you roll your stealth check.
Yes.
I thought the manager knew I was talking with Egg.
Yeah, but then you came back and this guy started to talk to you, so he's gonna want to hear an update.
Jeez.
So I'm gonna roll.
I'm
a
gonna be right back,
perception
guys.
check, see if he sees you. Oh yeah, he sees you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Get on the pole.
Yeah. He comes up. Hey, Butch. I guess it's time for you to get back to work.
All right. Can we go back to your office? I spoke with and yeah. Let's just not around everybody else. Okay.
Fine. And he'll take you over to his office. You'll sit down in his chair. Just a big plop in it. Alright, what'd you learn?
Okay. First, we have to agree that I get more time off. You said that before. I want that written down.
Only
Fire timer.
persuasion check.
Oh crap. Callan ain't too persuasive. Oh,
You
I've
ain't too
rolled
persuasive.
2 terrible moves. Both have been 5s today.
Yeah, so he's just like, no, I think you're gonna tell me if you did the job right, so
Alright,
that
well,
you could get your time off.
Fine, fine,
Do we see
so-
Callan as he's being dragged back into the thing? By the way,
Yeah.
I give Callan a very very happy wave.
I don't look in his direction at all. I feel it, and I ignore it. I will remember this moment.
I hope so. I also I am very conspicuously admiring the jacket that he gave me.
Oh, by the way, Cicero, Perry, Cord, as Callan turns around to go into the
Well, I gave
strip
Aaron
club,
the jacket.
you guys would have noticed the Tunnel Drake emblem on the back.
Oh my god.
Do we notice the assless chaps?
He's wearing
I
You
don't
do
think I
notice
had
the
those.
assless chaps.
Oh, damn it.
this.
I'm
outside.
holding the jacket up for everyone to admire. Hey, do you guys know what this emblem is?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's survived. Perry, you didn't take any memorabilia before the whole thing happened. I thought we killed them.
A bunch of punk loser wannabes.
I know,
Oh.
but I think we killed all of them. How did they get a jacket with their emblem on it?
There were some of them, like in that, the fortress full of prepubescents, and they're like, I'm gonna be better than you. You're not heroes. You kill people. We're like, well, heck yes, that's our job is to kill people.
Oh,
And one of them was like, you
hold
murdered
up.
my Tunnel Drake friend. And
Hold
we're like,
up.
yeah, he tried to kill us.
Fortress of Prepubescence.
Yeah, it's like the northern fortress in all like children, like literally like 12 to 15-year-olds, and one like long-suffering sergeant.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wait, which one was this out of character? I'm so confused.
that was one of our missions from the job board where they're like, instill some discipline in these snotty kids.
Oh, that's right. There was a bunch of them.
Snotty kids.
They're literally children.
And they're all dead now?
No, that wasn't real fault. I thought.
Tunnel Drakes was a gang of wannabes in Tantamar. So the majority of them are dead because the majority of people in Tantamar are dead. However, just as some other normal people managed to escape from Tantamar, so did some of these Tunnel Drake punks. And some of them are living in Regalport.
I see. So basically, these pirates killed children and took their shit.
I mean, they weren't all children, but I mean, everybody kills kids.
Well,
sometimes.
in this specific instance.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, we got that straightened out. I'm gonna be handling the jacket with a little more care now.
It's Return to Rah here.
All right, so you guys are cleaning up the stables and everything. You do not so well. It's you do an all right job, but you definitely could have done better.
I did
That
great, but
also-
there's only one of me.
And damn, I'm just getting everything confused. We were talking with Callan.
Sorry, I interrupted,
I'm
but yeah.
I'm just jumping everywhere. Callan, he basically says, "All right, you help me out. You can have the rest of the night off after you finish one more dance.
Heck yeah.
Most of the boys are getting off of work now. They need to see the new talent."
I'm gonna need some different props. You have like a
Okay.
flaming sword, something that something that sparkles.
I can get you a stick that sparkles.
That's kind of interesting, I guess.
Anything else?
Yeah, a new jacket. The other one didn't really fit too great.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention this jacket does look like a preteen's jacket.
Great.
So it
Nice.
was small, but it was a little bit big for you. He was like, "Yeah, fine."
So basically,
I'm
if
sure
if I put it on, it would come to like my belly button.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fringe suede, Clark. Make it happen.
I got a French suede jacket.
I have no idea what that means.
Me either. I got it from a halfling village. Now go try it on.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
What color is it?
It's blue.
What? Okay, sure. I'll try not to spill anything on it.
Gosh, this is amazing.
Okay.
All
I
right.
want
So
to make note of, like, throughout the dance and stuff, just make note of when the manager leaves his office and if anybody's watching it and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, I'll go perform again.
all right.
Sadly.
Give me one. Give me one. Okay, so you get up on stage and your music starts to play and you hear and that was a nice dance, but next up is the the rising star. Everyone put your hands together for Butch the Tunnel Drake. And yeah, you have your prop the stage manager that's next to you gives you the props that you requested, the stick, and there's just a table full of props for you.
I
That were
start
the ones that you
making
saw
shit
before.
up with props. I don't know.
Did you take a sparkling thing?
Yeah, how does the stick work?
So
Because
you
I'm
take
just
the
saying,
stick,
vampire plus
and-
sparkles.
you take the stick, and then the stage manager comes over. He casts produce flame, and he puts it on the top of the stick for a second, and it just starts to sparkle. It just starts to spark.
I look at
everywhere.
him. You gave me a
Yeah.
firework.
That's what you asked for.
It's gonna explode.
It's not gonna explode. Have you ever used a sparkler before? It
No,
fizzles
that's
out.
why I asked.
It'll fizzle out. Just get on stage already. They're waiting.
I go on stage with my very lame sparkler. Why this guy has a sparkler, I don't know.
All
Why
right.
not?
Is there
They
anything?
stole it. I mean, they're pirates. It's what they do.
They did attack Tantmar right after during the celebration of lights.
See
I-
Clark's call to HR.
The only thing I would want to do is find, like, do I recognize who looks like they've got the most money in the place?
You give me a perception check. Yeah, you can see that there is one particular pirate that is that has a fairly heavy pack at his side that seems to be heavily embroidered with gems and gold.
All right. The only thing I'll do in addition to, I guess, the same trick as earlier, because that made a staple, was go up to him at some point and put the sparkler sort of like in his hand, and then from behind pull out, make it look like I took from his back a like pink thong, just kind of pull it out of nowhere.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Produce
All
flame.
right. Yeah, so you put the sparkler in front of his face and he holds onto it for a second, slightly amused. And then you just reach around the back of his ear and you pull out a pink thong. And you just drop it on his head and he's just aghast.
And then I'll walk back to the stage, and that's it.
Alright, give me a general performance check. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. They definitely throw some coins at you. Not as much as last time, but the majority is thrown out by that one guy. Alright. That was wonderful.
Stellar.
Oh man.
Next person comes up. I'll go ahead and roll for your gold. Mm, you get 33 gold pieces. And I don't want to throw out silver and copper, so we'll just say that that's all of it all together. 33 gold.
Very nice.
All right. Now back over to the other group. You guys are cleaning up the stables and everything. You other pirates are sort of just scoffing at you. Like you really don't know how to do it. However, they really just like make fun of Cicero the entire time. Like you can hear them say how much of like he must have just barely passed getting in here if he can't even feed horses.
I'm
I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "That's not very nice. You guys need to stop."
Roll me an athletics check, Ari.
Really? Why you gotta do me like that, man? Okay.
Nothing.
No. Oh, there it is. I was scrolled up.
Attention.
I was just like, oh, yeah, it's just.
He's just
he,
building dramatic tension.
He easily pushes you down to the ground. There's one thing you gotta learn about us, sissy, is that the ink blot pirates aren't nice. And he spits next to you.
I will come up and push him from behind while he's distracted.
Are you there? I don't think you're there.
Sir, are
Cord.
you lifting crates or are you helping
He's
out
going
with
to the ships.
the stalls?
Yeah, you went to the ship, yeah.
He's going to the ships. I'll come up behind a pirate and push him.
That's good, because I
Yes.
just made a fool of myself again.
Damn!
Goddamn, Perry.
All right, so out of nowhere, Cord, you feel less of yourself. Perry, you push this pirate over, and he just like lands in the mud, and he's over.
Oh,
And
that's jokes on you, Clark. It's not mud.
Yeah, it's not mud.
Remember how poor of a job they were mucking the stables earlier?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He
Wow.
gives a smile and he points to Perry. Now that's the ink blot pirate. And as he gets up, he sort of like pushes off of Ari to get up.
I'm gonna punch him.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Oh shit!
Roll the hit.
And roll initiative.
Just roll your melee attack with your mace. It'd be the same roll.
That is a miss. And on top of that, you would have rolled at disadvantage because you were on the ground, but that's still a miss.
I don't care. He was still technically on the ground with me.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he would be prone, but you still miss. So
No, I
Guys,
know.
let's save the fighting for defenseless villagers and other pirates, okay?
he gets up and he sort of just like wipes his boot off on you, Arya, just on your armor. Maybe you should learn how to hit and how to clean. Maybe you should just get sent back to one of the other villages. It's where you belong.
Honey, when you need heals, your cleric's not gonna be there for you. Just remember that.
I don't need you to heal me. And he walks off.
As he turns his back, I'm using prestidigitation to put a small. Can I write? Like, can I put a small amount of words on his back so it stays within the range that I can do?
Use the prestidigitation spell, and we'll take a look at the definition because I'm gonna stop being so lenient with prestidigitation.
I can
You
create
create-
an illusory image.
Yeah.
Also, a small marker symbol.
You can make it instantaneous sensory effect.
A
An
color, a small
instantaneous
mark, or a
light.
symbol.
Or a symbol. Yeah.
Okay.
A,
So
a small mark or a symbol. I don't. I'm gonna be.
What about like a kick me?
that's
I'm
what I was
gonna-
hoping for. Either
I'm-
kick me or since he landed in some manure, I was gonna go with shithead.
I'm
Just
gonna
do a little,
be.
draw a little cartoon poop, a little poop emoji on the back of his jacket.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
go
could
down.
do. You could do a poop emoji.
Yeah, you get the emoji on his shoulder.
All right. He walks away, but as he walks away, he gives a hard slap on the back to Perry.
Like a friendly-ish slap?
Like a
or-
friendly one, yeah.
Interesting.
I punch him back in the back of the calf in the same way.
All right. So yeah, you guys are left inside the stalls. Cord and Aaron, both of you give me athletics checks.
This is gonna go
Or
well.
we could just. Oh, Cord.
Cord, why?
Oh,
You
Why?
feel so
Cord.
depressed.
You do.
He has a +4 strength, man. Surely he can carry something. Come on.
Rolls
You
his
Drops it
back.
on his foot?
understand. I am so sorry.
Well, I didn't do much better.
Oh boy.
Wow.
No,
Oh,
you were the one
boy.
Cleanse your
who
dice,
helped.
boys.
I'm
Cleanse
wondering
your
if we
dice. Roll 1,000.
Should
So.
we send the cleric out there to go carry stuff, or should we go send the warlock bard? Because she seems to be doing the best out of all of us.
So,
Thanks, Pete.
Cord, your back still hurts a little bit from trying to pick up hers, like, special. So you're not really doing anything. Aaron, the stuff that they got you carrying is a little bit is too heavy for you.
Guys, what the
Uh,
fuck? I'm carrying a horse. Can I get some help?
The rest of the pirates just like look over to you, and they are all simultaneously laughing their asses off as
They're fully
you guys
insane.
are
It's
just
kinda
having
silly.
so much trouble trying to do anything.
Here, Cord, come here. Let's help each other out with this. This is heavy.
So the pirates just one of them seeming to be the ringleader just like shakes his finger at that notion. He's like, no, you two should go to the strip club. At least I could hope you could do something right. If you can't lift bags out here, maybe you can lift something else over there.
I can sure lift these bows and these arrows into your leader's eyes. You saw that fight with Rah earlier? That was us.
Congrats, you fought a giant.
I mean, I don't know why you're being sarcastic about that. That's a pretty big deal.
I really don't care, little one. And this guy is a very tall boy. He is very muscular.
How
You
how
two
tall
look
is he?
like he is 6'8".
Okay, well, that seems a little ridiculous, but okay.
He is
Well, I
very
mean, that's
tall.
still shorter than me.
Yeah, but he's just like, you two are newbies. You needed to be tested, I'm sure.
Well, we were.
And Rah has a soft spot for newbies, so I wouldn't say that you really showed anything beyond what everyone else here has done. So don't
As
get.
he's talking, I will jump over and punch him in the face.
Oh, so aggressive.
As soon as I see it, I back him up.
So max damage punch with my
So 1.
what is it, 8 damage?
Well, first of all, punching without the
Oh
tomahawk.
yeah, the jump
without-
doesn't work without a
Yeah,
like,
no
without a
jump.
two-handed weapon.
Yeah, no jump, and then
But it looks cool.
a
It
punch
looks cool
is
that you can
just
jump over
1
him.
plus your strength modifier, so it's a 5 for you. So you punch him for 5 hit points. He looks over to you. The rest of the group looks over to you. And he just says, "All right, newbies. I'll give you 5 seconds to go back to camp before all of us kick the shit out of you for being out of line. 1,
I'm gonna start
2."
dragging Cord away.
How
I was
many
about to
people
say,
are
we're
there?
gonna be in so much trouble.
There's
Oh
at
my
least
god, we're not
20.
getting in trouble. It's our first day.
I apologize for my friend. We'll go muck out the stables a little bit.
You two need to learn your
Come on, Cord.
goddamn
Come on, Cord.
places.
Come on, Cord. This didn't work out. Let's just go. All right.
Yeah, and as I'm walking away, I'll throw an offhand comment about how he can't do nothing by himself.
You want to talk? Go back home to mommy, pansy.
Just ignore him. It's fine. We're gonna kill all these fucks anyway. All right. Come on.
The rest of the group continues to laugh.
Clark, why are you illustrating our first day at school?
Clark's like the bully.
These aren't nice pirates. You met like the literal only nice ones.
I know.
I still want to call HR.
This is
All
not a
right.
positive work environment. I feel like I can't do my job well here.
All right, so you guys, maybe if you rolled higher, you would have got better.
I seriously
a
think
better
at
thing.
least I understand me, but I think Cord should be able to fucking not roll for that. Like, come on.
Ford rolled nat 1, and before he rolled horribly to pick up the barrel. I'm sorry, but Cord's not having a good day.
Well,
And plus, I gave him the opportunity to carry something freaking super heavy that would impress everyone. So, there you go.
So really,
has
we
a
should
plus-
thank you.
yeah,
you should thank
we
me.
should
He
be
has a
thanking
plus
you right
7.
now.
He got a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 27.
And guess what? He got the minimum.
Yeah,
That
so
was great.
GG. Anyway,
Uh,
you guys complete your jobs. Aaron and Cord, you are not allowed on the ships.
how many ships
during
are
that
there?
time. There are 2 main ships that you were working on. One of them was definitely Captain Ink's because it was the largest, had a huge ink blot on the sails and everything. And then there was a smaller but still as big ship. And then you saw that there was a 3rd ship just down the dock that no one was really filling up.
With my experience with wood, do I see any perhaps like imperfections or weak spots on any of the ships?
Not particularly.
Okay.
No.
I was hoping you'd at least make
They-
the roll for it, but okay.
You
That's
can
fine.
try to roll a perception check, but you're not a.
That's fine.
You know how to work wood. You don't know how to make a ship, though.
Well, I figure you know
So-
I'd be able to like see if there was like a bunch
If
of
there's
knots
any
somewhere
rot
or
or
something.
anything, yeah.
Yeah.
But that, from what you can see, most of the wood that's used on the ship has been, mind you, not the major parts, but most of the hull and everything is fresher wood. It seems like they replace it often.
Is it like greenwood?
It's like wood. Because I don't.
Good
Because
repair.
Clark doesn't know what exact wood ships are made out
It
of.
looks like it's in good repair, in other words.
Yes, it looks like it's in very good repair.
All right. Well, I feel unimmersed, but okay. I'm sorry, Clark. I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, a meteor falls out of the sky and lands on Aaron's head. It's so sad he's totally dead.
He's totally dead.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay, fair enough.
All right, so it becomes evening now, and all of you make it back to the. You guys head to the other side of the strip club. That's where you guys said you were gonna meet.
In the stables?
Oh, in the stables. Okay.
Yeah.
But before then, Callan, what are you doing, seeing as you got off of work?
Did I notice anything like?
What's he dressed in first?
Oh my god.
Are you back in your normal clothes, Callan?
Do I have the ability to?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, me and Aaron actually went to the strip clubs and saw everything.
My gear and crossbow and everything too.
All right. Yeah, you have all your stuff.
Thank you.
So what exactly are you doing?
Burning the assless chaps. No, okay. So,
What's that smell? Hey, those are expensive.
so I'm gonna keep. I have the outfit like stored in my bag because I don't know. I'm a hoarder. I'm going to. Did I notice anything particular, like with anybody watching the manager's room, or how often the manager leaves, or anything like that?
Were you trying to watch the manager and his like what he was doing, or just if people were watching the manager?
No, his room specifically. I don't mind what he's doing.
You look in his room. You got a up close and personal look of it before. No one's really like entering it or anything besides him. He doesn't really invite anyone else in there for the night. And what you saw in there was what you saw before. There was the chest. There was a couple pictures on his desk, and that's really it.
Okay, I might come back here and play with that later. I would like to do a. Well, I guess first I'll go back to the workshop thing and see if, what's her name? Smudge is like just kind of hanging out outside still.
Yeah, she's still waiting for Thaddeus outside the door.
Jeez. Okay.
He looks even more depressed than she
Man,
did
I wonder
before.
what Thaddeus is doing right now.
Okay. Then I'm going to do a.
Hey, actually, you're supposed to put that there. It right there. Shove it right up the barrel.
So
oh
he-
yeah,
he's-
harder, faster. There. Almost. Ah, you're
Smudge is
ruining
listening to this the whole time, isn't she? Like,
it. No, I was just giving you guys an insight on what exactly Thaddeus is doing.
sure.
So yeah, Smudge is just like, she looks very sad.
A terrifying image suddenly comes to Aaron's mind, and he has to fight the urge to not throw up.
Can I do? Yeah, go for it.
I just want to know if I don't know if Cal would be first or if we'd be finished first, but I would think if I saw Smudge being sad, I would want to go up and say hi. So that just depends on where that falls in the chronology.
I think during the time both of you would see Smudge. Well, unless Perry, you saw Smudge outside. All of you saw Smudge outside the cargo hold when you were talking. So you could go like right after the dude told you to go to the stables.
Okay. However it works out, because we've already established that I did go to the stables and push a pirate and muck some stalls. So so that's just on my agenda if it happens.
All right. Well, we'll say that right now it's only Callan who is out with her. So, yeah, Callan, you see her. She's sitting all by herself.
I'm gonna leave it there. I want to go and do a quick circle of because I don't see, like, it's late right now, right?
Yeah, it's evening. The sun is just about to set.
Oh, it's not that late. Okay. Well, that's not as nice as I wanted. I guess I'll go back into the bar and I'll ask for some like tea or juice or something.
Some tea.
Sure.
Is this for Smudge?
Yeah, she looks pretty depressed.
Let me go get her special. And
Thank you.
the barkeep goes to the back, and you just you wait for a second, and then you hear like the sound of like a cannon firing, and then she comes back with just a little canister. All right, there you go. That'll be 5 gold pieces.
You put it on Smudge's tab. I kind of smile at him.
No.
Okay, and I'll give him 5.
Uh-uh.
All right.
There's no workers discount or anything. God damn it.
HR really has a lot of explanation to make.
Yeah, I'm writing this down. I have no gun tool, no nothing.
The dude. Well, first of all, it's a girl. She doesn't know that you're actually gonna be giving this to Smudge.
I mean, she knows
Like,
that he was just dancing for, I don't know, how long it was. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're not on the same level as Smudge. You don't get discounts or free stuff like Her and Rah do. Not
That's
yet,
fine.
at least.
That seems fair.
Okay. Do you have anything I can carry this in, or is it already in like a little thermos?
It's in a canister.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to walk that over.
All right.
And-
She's looking sad, but as you walk closer, you see that her nose twitches and she looks up. Is that tea?
Do you want some?
Mine! And she jumps up and grabs the canister and just like holds it next to her. Thanks, mister.
Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to click that.
Tender stuff. What's that?
I was going to my page to edit that I lost 5 gold, but okay. Yeah, you look pretty upset. I thought this would cheer you up just a bit.
Well, it's definitely helped me. And she opens it up, and as she opens it, you can smell gunpowder from the
Yeah,
tea.
the sound sort of made a.
Yeah, and she just gives it a good whiff. My special, and she instantly like places the canister down on the ground. She sits down, crisscross applesauce, and starts to reach into her little backpack and starts pulling out a tea set.
Okay.
Do
Do
you want some tea, mister?
I'm okay. I actually have work still, but you just looked really sad. What?
She glares at you for a second.
I'm gonna close my
Don't you
eyes and
want
just
some
smile at her.
tea? Don't you want some tea, mister? I
Ink
got
actually told
everything
me
up just
that,
for you.
Ink told me that you really enjoyed talking with Raphael. What is he doing?
He's off talking with the new guy.
A new guy,
Morning. Yeah, Thad. He's really cool.
and they're not letting you talk with them.
No, because Raphael's a big dummy. He has to work on his big gun. Like he can't do that by himself and let me have fun with the new guy.
Did you try knocking on the door and asking? Maybe they're done.
No. He said, "Don't come in here, Smudge. You'll get hurt. Meh, meh, meh. Don't disturb me while I'm working. I already have a headache. Meh, meh, meh."
You want to know a little secret? And
Yeah.
I'll kind of like walk over to her while she's. If you go around back, you don't have to knock.
Oh, you mean the back entrance? No.
Yeah, they're doing some cleanup over there.
Yeah, but Raphael doesn't want me to disturb him.
Oh, fair enough. And I'll put my hands behind my back and I'll walk away.
Hey! Don't you want some tea?
I'm on the clock. Maybe afterward. I'll smile at her and wave, and then I gotta go back to the bar.
She squints for a second, and then starts to pour 2 cups of tea, not talking with you. And
I'm
you go back to
going
the
to
bar.
run back to the bar and stealth into the bar.
All right. So while you go ahead and do that, Perry, it's just about time where the dude has left and gone off towards the cargo hold. And as you watch him go by, you see that Smudge is currently sitting on the ground with a tea set out on the ground, and she's poured 2 cups of tea, one from herself and one across from her.
Okay. Well. Hey, Ori, Cicero,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go say hi to Smudge because she looks sad, and also because we need her to not be our enemy. So I'm gonna go say hi to her. End up poison. Can someone please cure me?
Don't really cure poison, but I can help however I can.
Okay. All right. Good plan. Main plan is don't get poisoned.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Thank you. And I'll go approach Smudge.
All right, she has the tea out and everything, and she is just sipping from hers. It seems like she's sort of talking to herself as you approach. She looks up. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
My name's Perry.
I'm Smudge.
It's nice to meet you, Smudge. Are you a halfling like me, or are you a young human type person?
Oh, I'm just a young human type person, but
Uh,
we're both small, so that's still cool.
Yeah. That's cool. So I just want to come over and meet you. I guess I'd kind of seen you around. It looked like you're kind of an important person because you're with Ink and all the other important people. So I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to say hi. So what's up? What's going on?
Her eyes grow wide. Are you a new person too?
Yeah,
Do you know Thaddeus?
a little bit. Like I traveled here with him, but I don't really understand him. He's kind of weird.
Oh, what? No, he's awesome. He got me my teacup back.
Well, I'm not saying he's bad. I just don't understand him. Sometimes it's okay if you don't understand things.
I guess. Here, sit down.
Okay.
Have some tea.
What kind of tea is it?
It's my specialty. Get it?
Oh my God.
That was funny. Oh, geez. The problem is, thing.
What's the problem?
You cut
Well-
out.
Thing, Smudge.
Can you say that again? I think you cut out.
Okay. Are you allergic to anything, Smudge?
No?
Okay. Because I'm allergic to most kinds of tea. There's one kind of tea that's a red tea. It's called rooibos tea. We grow it in my village. I can drink that kind, but the other kinds, they make my face swell up and my throat get all scratchy. I'm sorry. I don't want to make my throat all scratchy.
Oh, don't worry. This one clears up everything.
Well, that sounds good, but I don't want to risk it. Can I drink some? I'll pull out a bottle of wine. Can I drink some of my wine at the same time so we're sharing even if we're not having the same tea?
Oh. And she crosses her arms. So you're like the other pirates.
What other pirates?
The ones that just get drunk all the time.
I don't like to drink so much I get drunk because it makes my stomach hurt. But if I take just a little bit, it tastes like home.
Hmm.
You like your tea because it tastes like home?
She sort of like looks down for a second. I don't know what home tastes like.
Did you not have a place you lived before here?
She like looks around for a second. This is my home.
Oh.
This is my
Like here?
home. Yeah.
Okay,
This is
then it
my
tastes like
home.
home.
She seems to get a little bit upset. This is my home. This is where I live.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
I-
lots of people live here. That's fine.
This is where my family lives.
Sure. Is it? Are one of those other pirates you're like your dad or something?
Yeah, Captain Ink.
Oh, he's your dad?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool.
She sort of just like looks down at her tea and she takes a sip of it. You can sit down and have your wine, I guess.
Thank you. I'll promise that I will not drink enough to get drunk because it seems like you don't like that. So I promise I'll just have a little bit just so I can get the taste of it.
Okay.
Teeny weeny sip of my wine.
I don't like it when people get drunk on the job. It's dumb. I drink tea because it helps me make my new inventions.
That sounds like a good reason. What type of inventions do you make?
The smile returns to her face, and she pulls out of one of her many pockets a little bomb that seems to start to fizz on the fuse. This is what I make it. The fuse is getting shorter and shorter.
Oh golly, is that gonna blow us up?
Oh, yeah, it is. She like throws it. She throws it over near the center of the courtyard, and it just makes a huge explosion.
Is anyone
Oh.
there?
No, but she almost catches a couple of pirates.
That was very
Ooh.
impressive.
But the pirates, they pretty much do a roll. It seems as if they have dealt with this before.
Whoa, that was a big one.
Mm-hmm. These are my little babies.
That's cool. All I know
Wait.
how to do is magic. I can't make any stuff like that. You must be really smart.
Just a little. What? What kind of magic do you do?
I do. I don't know, just different stuff. I learned it myself.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll grow a little flower for her.
I learned my stuff by myself too.
It's not just the best way to do it. And I'll pick the little flower and I'll give it to her.
Aw, this is nice. And she like puts it in your hair.
Thank you. I worked hard on it. I can do this, and I'll change the color on I don't know on my gloves.
You have color changing gloves. Whoa!
I know. Do you want me to change your gloves color? I can do it. Or though.
I've always wanted pink gloves. Captain Ink says it was too silly.
Well, next time he says that, you just throw out one of your little buddies, okay?
He said not to use those on him, not even as jokes.
Well, you don't have to use it on him. You can just throw it into the middle of the field like you just did to show that it's not silly.
Oh, he's not afraid.
I'm just saying that if he thinks your gloves are silly, you can show him that you're still not silly, even if your gloves are pink. And I'll turn her gloves pink.
Yeah, she just like gives herself a hug. This is so cool.
Remember, it only lasts an hour, so if there's something you really want to do with pink gloves, you gotta do it in the next hour.
Okay, and she sort of just like slaps her hands on the ground and stuff and just starts playing in the dirt with her gloves. This is cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad
What
you
else
like
can
it.
you do? What else can you do?
I did some stuff fighting Raw earlier just to kind of show her what we could do, so I'm kind of wiped out. So most of my stuff I can't really do right now.
Oh, you fought Rah.
Yeah, it was fun.
She's got a stick up her butt.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I got that idea.
She thinks because she has huge shields and because she's big, she could boss me around. Well, I'll put my bombs wherever I want, Rah. I don't care if it's next to this, next to where everyone sleeps.
Well, it would be kind of hard to sleep if there's one that's going off.
I guess.
Hmm.
So you're new around here. Where'd you come from?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but we come up from the mining village.
Yeah,
It's
that's where
super
I get
lame.
my gunpowder.
I guess so. Maybe if you're going for gunpowder, it's great. Otherwise, it's super lame. I do not recommend it. So we come up here, and I guess we proved ourselves to Ross. So we proved that we're good enough fighters to be in kind of the main camp here, like you and the other guys. So now we're here. So hopefully things will get more interesting.
Yeah, the people that I've met that are new here seem cool, like Thaddeus, and you're pretty nice too.
Well, thank you.
So, do you have any friends?
Yeah. Yeah, I got some friends. Not all the people I come up with are friends. Like Thaddeus, he's okay, but he's not really like my friend. But
Hmm.
we got Ori. She's my friend. She can do magic. And Cicero, he's my friend. He can do magic. And Ara is my friend. He can do magic. And Cord is my friend. And he can't do magic, but he can kill stuff real good sometimes. And Callan, he's I don't know if he's my friend, but I like him pretty good. And he can't do magic, but he's also good at killing stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I have the Iron Chef as my friend. He's a big Iron Man,
That's cool.
and he cooks me things. He makes the he makes spotted dick, and and other foods. Is really yummy.
That does sound delicious.
And oh, I have another friend. Captain Ink's my friend. Well, he's more like my dad. He's pretty nice to me. Her's my friend. She's really big and she does my hair. It's fun,
That's very nice.
and I get to play around in her hair, so it's nice.
Yeah, that
And
sounds like a good trade.
Raphael's edgy. He just likes being alone by himself with his gun.
Yeah, it's hard to be friends with edge lords.
And then I have my friend Billy.
Who's Billy?
He's right there, silly. And she points to the left of you. There's
Oh.
nothing there.
Oh, I'm sorry. My eyes aren't very good. I can't see where he's at. Is he a good friend?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
He's really nice, and he has a horn on his head, like he's a unicorn, but
Ooh.
he looks human, and he's nice.
Ooh, that's very cool. I think the best kind of friends are friends who do stuff for each other, you know? Like my friend Cicero, like he'll help me learn some magic and then I'll help him learn some gardening. So like, we can trade. So like because you're friends with Captain Ink, you like make the bombs and stuff for him, right? And what does he do for you?
Well, he's be in his house. It's nice. It's nice and warm in there, and I have my own bed in there. It's nice. Um, and then I make bombs for him, and sometimes I blow up the ship, and sometimes he gets angry at me. But then he pats
Oh.
me on the head and says that I did a good job at making the bomb, but just to use it on someone else's ship. Uh, he gives me my tools to make my bombs. It's really nice. I got this big like clamp thing. It's really fun to use, especially when I want to be away from something in case it might blow.
Mm. Well, that's pretty good. I'm glad he's doing stuff, for you too. That's good. That's nice of him.
Mm-hmm. And Billy's nice to be too. He helps me make mud pies.
Well, that's something I bet Captain Ink doesn't do.
He doesn't like getting down the dirt.
Well, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't like it when dirt gets on his like his skin. I don't know if it's his skin or if he's made out of paper. I don't know. Either way, he doesn't like getting dirty, and
That's
he
interesting.
especially doesn't like getting wet. Like he never goes swimming ever.
That's weird. I thought pirates go swimming all the time.
No, not him. He has everyone but himself do it.
Huh.
Like even when we're close to the land, I usually just swim out from the ship. I don't need a little dinghy, but he always gets in the dinghy. I think it's because he just likes to relax a little bit when he gets home. But
Sure.
but then I just noticed that kind of smells. He's stinky.
Hmm.
So I don't think he ever like swims ever.
Well, I guess if he's the boss, he can decide whether he wants to get in the water or not, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So is Billy the only friend you have who's close to your same age?
Yeah.
That's too bad. I think it'd be fun if you had more friends your same age. Especially like if you were like if you lived in the mining village, I bet they would think your bombs are really cool too, because I bet your bombs would be super good for mining, because you could like blow holes in the ground.
Well, I mean, they have kids over there, but they don't really like me.
Well, I mean, you're working for Captain Ink, and he hasn't been very nice to them. He's been super nice to you, but I don't think he's been very nice to them.
He's been nice to them. He
They
gives
don't
them
have
a
his,
place to live, and
but
they get to mine all day. They love mining.
but I thought they lived there before he came here. I'm confused.
Yeah.
So how
I
could he give them a
mean,
place to live if they already live there?
I I don't know.
Hmm.
He never told me
On the head.
that. He never told me that.
Yeah, from what I heard, and because I talked to some of the people, because I was nice to them. I mean, at least I tried to be, and they said they was living here beforehand, just
Mm-hmm.
living on the island by themselves. But Captain Ink, he needed a cool base to stay at, because all pirates need a base. So he came here, and everybody lives here now. So I mean, I guess if they like to stay there, they can stay there in mine. But I don't think it's not like he gave them a place to live, because they were already living there.
So he came here and he he well, I mean, he might not be letting them just uh, stay there, but he's letting them keep mining and everything, and they like mining, right?
Well, I think that this is kind of how I understand it. Is mining is a really useful thing because you can like get stuff to make tools and bombs and stuff, but it's also kind of hard work. So sometimes you just want to take a day off and stop mining. So maybe they like mining, but they would like a day off. But it seems like I guess Captain Mink doesn't want them to take a day off, huh?
A day off.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A lot
You
of
mean
people have
they don't get any day off?
no. I mean, it's
Like
like you
not
said,
even
Captain.
not even to play around in the mud?
Mm-mm. No, that's probably why those kids didn't like you. They were probably just jealous that you got to play in the mud and they had to work in the mine.
Oh. Oh. Is that why people don't like me?
Well, I mean, it seems like you're pretty good about, you don't try and hurt people with your, try and blow stuff up with your bombs except for fun. So that's not a reason to not like you. And you're very nice. I've been talking to you and I like you very much. So that would probably be the only reason is if they were jealous that Captain Ink is nice to you and he's not really nice to them.
So she just puts her arms around her knees and she sort of you see that there are like tears welling up in her eyes. And is is that why none of the other kids like me? Because I can do things that they don't, and that's why the pirates don't like me because they're scared of Captain Ink.
I mean, if I had to guess, that would be my guess, because you're a very nice person. I like you very much.
Why don't they like me?
Well, sometimes if somebody doesn't treat everybody fair, like he treats some people one way and some people another way, then, well, some people will just about that.
No one ever wants to drink tea with me.
Aw,
No
that's a
one.
bummer. Even the people who aren't allergic?
Hmm.
Aw,
I just
that's
had
too
this
bad.
guy. I just had this guy. He was really short too, and he came over and he gave me tea. And I
Mhm.
asked him to have a tea party with me, and he said no, and he went away.
That's weird. Hey, can I smell your tea? Just give a little sniff. Just see what it smells like.
She just like puts her head between her knees and she passes the canister over to you.
I give a little sniff. Does it just smell like gunpowder?
Oh yeah. Like you can smell some herb, but it's mainly gunpowder.
Well, this might be your favorite kind of tea, but the smell of it is it's a pretty strong kind of smell, and not everybody likes the same flavors of tea. So maybe if you tried a different kind of tea, maybe people would like to try it.
Mm,
I mean, hey, the worst that can happen is they'll say no, right? You can always get, here, hold on. And can I make some just regular tea leaves?
yeah. You can use
Okay.
Druidcraft to do that.
Okay, so I will Druidcraft some regular tea leaves, and I'll say, here, Smudgy, wipe your face. Look at this.
Eh,
Mhm. So these are just regular plain old tea leaves. They're a little bit bland. They probably don't taste as exciting as your tea tastes, but
mhm.
it's kind of a regular normal tea. This is actually the red tea that we grow at my home that I can drink. So if you want, we can make some tea with this, and then I'll drink it with you. Does that sound nice?
But I want people like my tea.
Not people like your tea?
I
Oh,
made
that's too
it
bad.
special. Only an Iron Chef likes it. Billy won't even drink it. Will you, Billy?
Oh, there's
You
just some
see,
flavors that some
quiet as
people like.
always.
There are some people who like to eat worms. Life.
Hmm. But
It's sometimes
but
nice to be
like
friends
at
with
least
people
there's
who like different things.
but it's like shouldn't there just be one person that likes my tea like
I thought you
me?
said the Iron Chef likes your tea.
Yeah, but
There's one
he
person.
can't really taste anything. I think he just lies to me when he says that he likes it.
Well, just keep asking people. Maybe someday someone will, that'll be exactly to their taste. Like I had a friend who literally liked to eat like literally orc parts. He would eat them.
She brings her head up and she like puts her hands on your shoulders. Do you have other friends besides Thaddeus? Are they here? Can they try my tea?
Um, I mean, you could ask them. They might not like it. I don't know if any of them like strong flavored tea either, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to ask, would it?
Where are they? Where are they?
I think they're at the stables.
And she just like she set out a little like a little picnic type of thing for the tea. She just grabs all the corners, picks it up, and rushes towards the stables.
Okay.
Are
I'll
Cord and I
follow
there at
behind
this
her.
point?
I'll follow behind her and I'll use Awakened
I
Mind. I'll use
go ahead
Awakened
and
Mind.
use your awakened mind. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll warn the guys ahead. I'll be like, hey, if somebody has a way to cure eating terrible things, honestly, if one of you is willing to drink this little girl's tea, it will make her life.
I'll send back Terry, don't worry. I won a drinking contest in Tantamar. If I go down, at least I went down making someone happy.
That's true. I remember that.
Are Cord and I there? Did we hear that at all?
Yeah, you guys would have been. You guys would have made your way into the middle of the courtyard and seen Smudge like running towards the stables.
Huh. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. What do you think, Cord?
See, silent as always.
Right.
It's like he's not even there. He never talks to me. He never drinks my tea.
Oh God.
I'm here to make you smile.
I was talking. I muted.
Well, what do you think, Cord, about Smudge running towards the stables that we're about to head towards? That probably have the rest of our friends there.
Cord has no clue.
All right,
We're
so he's just
still
silent.
burning
Good.
from the whole incident
Mm.
of docs.
Cord is just baffled by many things today.
Well, I'm just gonna sling my arm around him, even though he's 4 inches taller than me. But you know, it's fine. That's not that bad. Well, our friends are probably there. Let's just head over there. We can. Maybe it'll be a good thing.
So, you guys make your way over towards the stables. Smudge has already just, like, flown in. And, Cicero, you're the most obvious to her,
How do you...
Mr. Blue Boy. And she, like, runs up and then just, like, headbutts your back. Hey!
Hello, sorry, I didn't see you run up there.
Hey, stop working. Sit down with me.
Oh, alright, I don't know your name, I'm really sorry about that.
I'm Smudge.
Hi,
Now-
Smudge, my name's Cicero.
I've never met you, so that means you're one of Perry's friends. Sit down, and we're gonna have some tea.
Alright then, he looks at Perry and kinda go, yeah, okay.
Did Perry follow?
Oh, absolutely. I had to book it
Okay.
in order to be able to get close enough to use Awakened Mind.
Yeah, so she, like, sits down and places down the tea set and starts to pour you a cup, Cicero.
Ah, thank you, I really, appreciate it. Is this your favorite tea?
Mm-hmm. I make it, and
Oh.
sometimes other people make it, but they have to follow a strict set of ingredients. It's really good. It's really good. Try it. Try it.
I will, I'm just thinking, this is absolutely really sweet of you, Smudge, to share your favorite tea.
Well, you're a new guy, and I thought you might like it.
Well, I'll absolutely give it a try, and
When do Cord and I come in?
Yeah, you come in about now
It's
when.
one powder. Oh no.
Yeah, you come in about now when she pours the cup out for Cicero.
Hey,
Like waiting expectantly.
Cicero, who's this?
Oh, this is Smudge. Smudge, this is Aaron, and he's gonna kind of, well, pinkies
Ooh.
out. Absolutely.
Ooh, are you one of Perry's friends too?
Yeah, I'm Perry's friend,
You
and
like-
this is Cord, who's another one of Perry's friends. Are you
Oh,
Perry's friend?
Yeah, and she like jumps up and grabs you both by the sleeve and just like trying to pull you down. Sit down, have some tea.
Yeah, guys, I explained to Smudge about how I'm allergic to tea, and some people don't like her special kind of tea, but she could at least offer it, and maybe somebody it'll be to their tastes. 'Cause not everybody's tastes are the same.
I very subtly, so that Smudge can't see it, give Perry a middle finger. Alright, yeah.
Well, Smudge said that if even just one of you likes her tea, that would be exciting. And not everybody has to like it, but even if just one person likes it, she would be very excited.
Well, of course, it's alright. I'll absolutely give it a try. I say I try everything at least once. I'm new, after all. Perry, I had no idea you were allergic to tea. I'm so sorry about that, love. I'll keep that in mind for next time. He's given you a death glare.
Greed in the palace of our minds.
Anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
since Cord likes weird stuff, like food-wise, he will drink it.
Oh Lord.
Oh god. Well, I mean, I'm gonna drink it too, but
You
hey,
don't have to.
Ori, how many lesser restorations do you have?
Don't. We don't know how to drink it, you guys.
No. This is a tiny girl, and we want to make friends with her.
Okay, so
Unfortunately, I'm fasting currently. I cannot take anything in.
Oh,
It's a
that's right.
religious
I'm
thing.
sorry, so sorry, Smudge. Ori is really religious. The way that she gets some magic from. So if she's fasting, we've got to make sure she's strict to it. Is that alright?
well, as long as you're not one of those religious people that just like get drunk whenever you whenever you go to mass or whatever.
Oh, no,
Oh,
No, I've never even seen her touch alcohol.
Well, that's good.
Religious person. Those are the bad religious people. You don't want to be around them.
All right. Well, try the tea. Who is all trying the tea?
Cicero is sitting cross-legged in front of her with his pinky out, ready to try the tea.
she just starts to clap. I thought I was gonna have to tell you.
No,
Yes,
no,
pinky
no.
out, pinky out.
As long as you do it too, then I don't feel sheepish. As long as I know I'm doing it right, yeah.
And she like gets her cup and has her pinky out.
I'll follow Cicero's lead.
Good. You see, when you lead by example, people get to learn something new. There we go. And he's gonna return his teacup to like clink against hers.
She clinks hers. Okay. And she
Oh my god.
I want anyone who's drinking the tea to give me a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Nope.
Yeah,
I saw this coming.
I saw the sign.
That's not
Of
bad.
course, I roll a 17 and it's to myself. God damn it.
Cicero would. I only thought Cicero would drink it. I didn't think all of y'all were gonna be like, yeah, let's all just chug down this tea.
Well, we're here. What else are we
I
gonna
don't
do?
want to take that 10. That sucks.
Drink from it.
I rolled decently.
I'm sorry, Cord. You rolled a 10.
Oh no.
This is what I can see.
Hey, I can show you the picture. I can screenshot it.
I'll be nice. If you say you got a 17, we'll say you got a 17.
It's like it just sucks. Like my one decent roll for the night doesn't count. Probably isn't gonna count because it's to myself.
It's too bad though, because the DC was 20.
Shit.
Oh,
Haha.
I knew that.
So
Cicero.
immediately, Cord and Aaron, you both take 2 I'll say fire damage as you drink this tea, and it's heavy gunpowder that's in this tea. Yeah, you just start coughing up and you can't stop coughing.
Uh-oh, are you allergic to?
Oh,
Toasty.
it's good.
You're right.
It's great.
Cicero, with your
It's
constitution
a little-
check,
A little strong.
Inject us one.
with your constitution check, Cicero,
Mhm.
you drink the tea and it hits you hard, but as it goes down, you're a little bit more apparently well built
Hey,
than
I'm
both Cord and Aaron. for-
Well built to drink fucking gunpowder. Okay.
Yeah.
I
And
can drink that tomorrow.
as you drink it, the gunpowder gives it a kick, but like that helps out the taste a lot.
Does it taste
Like
good?
this is
Like, it
this
tastes
is
good?
very good tea. Yeah, if you can get past the gunpowder, like the initial phase of it being like a huge shock, the tea tastes wonderful. It's probably one of the best teas you ever tasted in your life. And seeing as knowing your backstory, this is the best tea you've ever had in your life.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of tea. Unless I stole it. And I don't steal things a lot.
Is it a
so-
spicy tea?
No, I mean, like, you get a kick to it, and then it evens out near the end, so that as you go, it's like a rise and a fall. That's how good tea works. That's Laura talking, not Cicero. Cicero don't know shit about tea. Okay.
Yeah, she hands you drink the tea, and it actually tastes pretty good.
Smudge? This is the best kept
Mm,
secret in camp. Oh my god.
what?
No,
You
really.
you like the tea?
Aaron, I think you choked on it a bit.
You like my tea? And she's just like tears are just forming in her eyes, and she
Smudge,
just.
no, don't cry, love. It's alright. I wanted to let you know, whoever made this is fantastic. Did you come up with this recipe yourself? I think you did a fantastic job. Really good. Yeah.
She just like jumps at you, gives you
Oh,
a
give her a
big
hug.
hug.
Oh, no, you don't need
This
to cry. It's alright.
she,
It's alright. They're there.
she's a very small child, and you could just feel by this hug that this meant the world to her. Like her arms are shaking a little bit. You could feel the like warm tears on your shoulder, and
He's just gonna like
you
sit
just
with it and like rock back and forth a little bit. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's not bad to cry.
You like my tea?
Yeah. This is the first time someone's really liked your tea, love.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else didn't like it, but you do.
I'm glad. I'm really glad to see. Here's a go. He kind of holds her a little bit so that she's not on his shoulder. Can we give a smile instead? This is something to be excited about, yeah?
She gets a smile on. She slowly
There
gets
we
a smile
go.
on her face.
There we go. That's fantastic. Yeah. I've got to tell you, I don't really drink a lot of tea normally, but I mean, I don't really drink that much at all. But Smudge, I think we should do this again sometime, yeah? You did a really good job here. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be really great.
Huh.
I-
Is this really the first time someone's liked your tea? He looks kind of concerned. Concerned face.
It is. No one's liked it before. Captain Ink never tries it. Billy never tries it. Iron Chef likes it, but he can't taste. So he just lies to me.
He lies to you? Smudge, that's
Mhm.
awful. I'm
But
so sorry.
he's really nice. So I think he does it to make me feel better. But it
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
make me feel better.
no, he does not. I should say no. I think if I worked really hard on something and I showed it to somebody and then they lied to me and they said they like it, but I knew they were lying, that makes me feel worse than if they said they didn't like it, yeah?
You're really nice.
Well, no, I'm just being a decent person. You deserve to have decent people in your life, don't you think?
She's just like wiping the tears from her face.
He kind of brushes one away from her cheek. It's okay, it's alright.
Is everyone off the island like you?
Off the island?
Like on other islands?
Oh, well, I haven't been to every island, so I can't speak for everyone, but I've met some really fantastic people off of this particular island. When I've been sailing around, I've actually been around quite a lot. I can fly a little bit, but not a lot. I'm still working on it. That's something I'm not terribly good at. You'd think I'd be better at it, yeah? But,
The tears are welling up in her, are still like flowing from her eyes, and she just says in the most like innocent voice, "Do you think my mom was a nice person?"
well, she had you, didn't she? I mean, you're a nice boy.
She just like starts crying in your lap.
Oh, no, it's okay to cry, love. It's alright. I mean, you're a wonderful person, Smudge. Haven't known you for very long, but they say that you make an impression. Someone makes an impression on you in 2 seconds after you meet them. And my impression of you is that you're really, really wonderful, and you want to share everything that you like with a lot of people. So if you wonder if your mum's a good person, all you have to do is look at yourself in the mirror. The people who raise us and teach us things sometimes have the biggest impact. You've got a heart to love people and create beautiful things, so I've got to say that your mum was a really great person, yeah.
I like you a lot, and I like Perry a lot, and you guys. She looks over to Cord and Aaron and Ari.
And suck my
I'm still
ass.
coughing my lungs out, by the way.
Well,
And Cord is just quietly drinking another cup.
Oh my god, he's a masochist.
like trying to. Oh, by the way,
Masochist.
Cicero.
Yeah.
Once you pass the save on this tea, you will never need to make the save
Oh my
ever.
god, thank you. I'm gonna
That's
drink.
wonderful.
every
She can
day.
drink all the tea she wants.
Oh my god, we're gonna have tea every day that we're here. I'm taking her with me. This is my child now.
So, she looks over to. Well, Cord, you definitely suppressed trying to show that you have pain from drinking this tea. But
He really just doesn't care about the pain. If he likes the taste of it, he'll just drink more of it.
no, the thing is, you cannot fully taste the tea unless you make the save. Is the problem?
Yeah, I'm
For
saying.
all you
I
can
mean,
why I
if he's
asked
taking
what-
more sips, can he make another save?
Right. So first of all, if you fail the save, you do not taste the fullness of the tea.
I
Mainly because-
assumed that, and he likes weird
Mhm.
things, and that's why I'm having him go again.
Yeah, you can try rolling a Constitution save again, but after this next time, she'll see whether you really like it or if it's just another facade that she's seen from every other pirate.
Oh
So go
no,
ahead.
I'm saying he likes the nasty tasting part of the tea.
Oh,
He's a
It's not quite the same facade.
seems a little bit odd and
The entire time, Cord has been eating weird things and liking it.
all right.
Like anytime it's
Uh,
came up, he's eaten the weird things.
It is true.
She's
She likes the
just
Hellhound
like-
a lot.
She just looks just like, well, I'm glad that you like it too, and I'm sorry that you're fasting. Maybe you might have liked it too,
It's
but I like all of you guys. Here, you shouldn't have to go sleep in the rusty hook for tonight. Come with me.
Are you sure? I don't want to get you in trouble or anything. You're supposed to
It's
have
fine. Maybe the pirates and the other kids on the islands don't like me, but all my big friends like me. Come with me.
Yeah.
And
He'll
she
let
just
her-
takes you by the hand, Cicero.
Yeah.
As she just starts skipping her way towards Captain Ink's house.
Oh. Smudge, aren't you getting tired? It's a bit late at night. The sun's already down.
Yeah, we're gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, you're skipping like a madman. It's fantastic.
I'm just gonna shrug at Ari and Cord and follow them.
I made a friend.
So, as all of you gonna be heading over to the house then?
Yeah, She's
Sure.
holding me by the hand. I can't exactly let go. Well,
All
it's
right.
like that. I can't let go. I really don't
I'm
wanna.
still like breathing hard and sweating from the whole ordeal, by the way.
Mhm. All
Like
right,
like
so
like
while-
when you're eating really spicy food and you start sweating. Yeah, that's me
Yeah,
right now.
it's like you just ate a ghost pepper or
Yep,
something.
yep,
It's
yep,
bad.
Yep.
But anyway, well, you guys.
Hey, does anyone
are
have,
at the
like,
front
more
door,
water?
But the Callan, you did a stealth check a while ago when you were at the strip club. You got an 18. Okay. So what would you like to do now, Callan? That you're off the job. You talked to Smudge. How are
Okay.
you spending this time that Smudge would be talking with everyone?
I would like to try and see if nobody is around the manager's room.
Currently, no one is in the manager's room.
Does it look like anybody's watching the manager's room?
Nope.
I am tempted to go into the manager's room.
All right. First you find that the door is locked.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to walk away then because I'm not going to sit and pick the lock in the middle of the thing that's the place that's still open and people are walking around. So, let's see. That was a fail. Um, so if that didn't work, what I would have wanted to do was check because originally I was just gonna try and do a quick sweep around Ink's house to see if there are any traps or anything around windows and ways to get in for later. But I wasn't gonna try and break in.
All right. So, give me investigation check. So you go over to Ink's house. As you are looking around, you don't notice anything particularly trap inducing. You there are a lot there's one big like balcony on the side right around here that has a large window. Yes, trap inducing.
Nothing that particularly causes traps to happen.
Doesn't mean they're there. Doesn't mean they're not. It just doesn't cause them.
It doesn't cause. You don't see really any traps. You don't find any ways to get into the house besides the windows. The ones on the bottom floor in the back, they don't look like they can be opened. However, the one on the balcony is literally just like a glass door that you could try to, if you got up there, you could try to enter from there. You don't know if it's locked or not, though, not from this height. There's no trapdoors to any cellars out here. It's really just the windows in the back and the balcony to the left. That's about it for the house.
Okay.
You could try to see. Oh, also there is a chimney on the right side.
Oh, that's not very tempting. I guess I would go to the balcony and see how it looks, and then I'd go try and do one more pass at whatever his name is, Raphael's place.
All right. So you're
And then
trying
I'd
to.
probably get ready to go to sleep.
So you're gonna try to get up on the balcony, then?
Yes.
All right. So, the balcony is about 15 feet up. Actually, no, it would be more around 25 feet up.
I am going to spider climb.
All right. So you spider climb. I'm gonna need you to roll one more stealth check, seeing as you're crawling up a building. Which, yeah, okay, cool.
There
You're
we
used
go.
to being in the shadows and everything.
He's
so-
actually invisible.
First one above 15 all day.
Yeah, so you get up on the balcony and you're looking around. First of all, it has the balcony has a nice is a half circle and it's made out of marble, actually, a nice marble rail to it. There's vines and everything growing from it, and as you look inside, you see that this would lead to the master bedroom. You see that there is a large bed. There is actually even a smaller like twin bed next to that bed. And from what you could tell, the large bed would be Ink's, seeing as there's a large chest at the foot of it. There's it appears to be a water bed. Well, not a water bed. Excuse me. That would not make sense at all.
Groovy.
uh, it has like royal covers on it. It looks like the most expensive bed you could ever sleep on. The twin bed you could definitely tell is Smudge's, because there are a bunch of dolls sitting around a little tea table, and you can see that most of the things near her bed look to be bombs.
Nice.
Okay.
You hope that they are just shells, but you don't want to risk it.
Sure. I would wait maybe like 5-10 minutes, see if I see any like shadows or if anybody walks into the room.
No one particularly walks into the room, though. Seeing as you were close to the house, you could start to hear yelling coming from inside the bottom floor, more specifically.
Is it like a conversation or is it like someone shouting at someone else?
You'll have to do a perception check.
I would like to, please.
All right, very nice. So you can hear Her, Rah, and Captain Ink downstairs. You can hear her shouting and Rah shouting back at her, and you can just barely hear Ink just speaking at a normal volume. But you're basically hearing, "Why can't I ever get a blanket? Why can't I get money to buy myself a blanket? That's because you don't need a blanket. You always take the sails off of the ship. You take them down, you sleep in them, and then the next morning you put them back up." And you could just barely hear Ink saying, "Oh God." Her, if you're having such a problem with getting paid, maybe you should have let me know this when you first signed on. I gave you plenty of opportunities to ask for gold, but I told you once the deal was made, we wouldn't be going back on it. So maybe you should have been a little bit more aware at the time. And then just more shouting and stuff.
Okay. I'd like to check the door for traps.
You roll an investigation check now that you're up there. It doesn't look trappy.
Is there a lock?
Yes.
Is it unlocked?
Nope.
I would like to try and pick the lock.
Roll a thieves tools check.
What is that? Just dexterity or?
Are you proficient?
proficiency.
in thieves' tools?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so dexterity plus proficiency. All right. So you easily unlock the glass doors, and as you push them open, you with your perception check, you would hear Ink was having he was going off for a little bit, but then he suddenly just stopped. And then
So
both
I
the
heard it,
giants seem to be quiet. Yeah. With your perception check, you can guess that the conversation just stopped very abruptly.
I'm going to climb up onto the roof of the whole house. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna climb up to the roof.
All right. So, as you are heading up, I need you to give me an acrobatics check. just to see how fast you can do this. All right. So as you are climbing up the side of the house, you can see that Ink. You heard footsteps heading up the stairs towards the master bedroom, and as you get on top of the house, you hear the door open to the master
Ooh.
bedroom.
Do I hear them say anything, or
Uh, you you hear footsteps tracing back and forth from the bedroom, and then you see Captain Ink come outside onto the balcony, and he looks out.
I'm
You
gonna go
hear
back? Oh, okay. Sorry.
you hear Raw say, "Well, who was it? What did you find anyone?" No. It appears they ran away. Raw, keep an eye out. Her, I want you to go talk to Raphael immediately. Now. All right, boss. Her starts charging out the door.
I'm gonna
And,
climb down and start following her because I'm supposed to watch Raphael and what's his name? Thaddeus.
All right, so it's going to be very slow for you because you are not only a Kender, but
Oh, that's fine.
you need to move at half speed in order to sneak. So you could try to follow her if you
Well,
jump off the building.
no, that's
But
fine.
if you
I don't need to jump off the building, but I just wanted to like I know I'm gonna go to the workshop is where I'm going next.
all right. Well, the thing is, if you don't like try to shadow her or anything, there's gonna be people watching the door.
Oh, to like get into the
Yeah, to get into the cargo hold. That's where they are. And that place is being watched nonstop because newbies cannot go into the cargo hold. If you tried to tail her and tried to be in her shadow, no one would really see you because they wouldn't want to be looking at Raw in the face.
Sure. Okay, but if I don't jump, I'm going too slow that I can't keep up with her.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to jump then.
All right. Now, was it you that had the Featherfall ring?
That is correct.
All right. Does that just mean you take no damage, or?
Yes, it does.
All right.
I land safely, going 60
What a
feet
boy.
down, and no damage on the ground.
All right.
Which
So
60
you
feet
jump
down
off.
still seems like really quick.
Yeah, it is pretty quick. And luckily, you were like 50 feet off of the ground when you jumped off. So I need you one more stealth roll, just one more, as you are following behind her. And let me check her stat block. I don't think she'll see you. Yeah, she does not see you as
Oof.
you tail her. She has a very high, but she doesn't see you. So you easily make your way into the cargo hold.
Nice.
So as you enter, you look around, and this place is a very dark place. Only lights are some like continual flames are cast up on the ceilings, and you just see crates upon crates in this area. You follow Raw as best you can until finally you're hiding behind a crate and you see her go into uh, a room with a very large door. As she opens it, you could feel the heat that comes off when the door is opened. This is most definitely the forge. And as you look inside, you see Raphael over a table, like working over a table with his gun, and Thaddeus just looking over his shoulder. And Rah, you pick up on the conversation. Rah says, she whispers something to Raphael and then looks over to Thaddeus. You're coming with me. What? I'm actually having a pretty good time with my friend Raph over here. He's actually warming up to me. I'm not. Yeah, he is. He really adores when I watch him work and tell him when he's wrong. It's actually pretty relaxing for me. You need to come with me right now. Oh, jeez, calm down. I'm just a guy, just working. You don't need to get on my ass or anything. All right, Raph, I'm sorry I'm gonna have to leave you. I know that you want to spend more time with me. I'm pretty great, and all that. But looks like duty calls. Keep working on that gun. I know that you're not gonna be, doing as good without me, but yeah. All right, bye. In 1 second, as I cough my lungs out.
Like Aaron is right now?
Oh, Jesus. What?
Like Aaron is right now with the gunpowder
Yeah.
team? Yeah.
God. Ooh. So yeah. Callan, you can either decide to tail them back out, but Rah and Thaddeus are heading outside now.
Any of the crates around, do they have labels?
You see that the sections that they're in have they have little signs posted next to them. Arms, food, ale, you don't really see a loot sign anywhere, but
Gotcha.
if you want to give me a perception check, and you
Yeah,
have
he is a
dark
person.
vision, right?
Quite a lot of it, actually.
All right, give me. Oh yeah. Give me a perception check. All right, you try looking around for a secret area that hold the loot. You can't really find it anywhere. You only see what you see. And Raw is heading out with Thaddeus. Do you want to follow or do you want to stay in here? You're not very familiar with this place, so finding a hiding spot right now was pretty lucky, but you don't know how long it's going to be until you run out of hiding places.
Okay, if that's my thought process, then no, I would not want to stick around in the building that is hard to get into and out of again.
Yeah.
So I will follow them out.
Yeah, you'll easily follow them out. Raw brings Thaddeus over to the brings him over to Captain Ink's home again.
Oh dear.
And that's just about the time as you guys exit the stable. And Smudge starts skipping towards the house.
Oh yeah.
Heck
Since
yeah. I'm happy.
me, Cord, and Arya are kind of trailing behind, is Perry with us or is she with the first? Is she with Cicero and Smudge?
I'm with my good buddy Smudge.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone besides Callan is with Smudge right now.
Well, we're with her, but we're like trailing behind a little bit. The three of us, I
Yeah.
guess. So,
Smudge only has 2 hands.
that looks interesting. Looks like Ra is agitated.
Oh,
That's not particularly good.
oh no. Smudge, have you ever seen Ra like this before? She looks awfully angry.
She's always angry.
Oh, that's true. That's fine.
Well, come on, come on.
I'm
If Thaddeus is in there, we'll have an even better time. Come on.
Oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna have a time, all right.
So she brings you into uh the the house, and she sort of just like kicks the door open.
Oh.
Ink, I brought some friends, and she like looks over, and Ink currently has the splotches on his face is making a very pissed off face at Thaddeus, and he looks over and he sort of pulls back the pissed off face and looks more of like a relief or something. Smudge, who did you bring here with you? Oh, I brought my friend Perry and Cicero and Cord and Aaron and your name was Ari, right?
Alright, yes.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
friends of Thaddeus.
I wave uncertainly.
Friends is a little bit generous of a term, but we are acquainted.
He looks over and is he looks at you all. Her close the door. Her wobbles over. Hey guys.
Hi, how you going?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Oh, hanging in there. We had hung out with Smudge a little bit, cleaned the stables. Y'all got some big stables.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice. And she closes the door behind you guys. Captain Ing.
I'm gonna
looks to
kind of
her.
glance around and case the room for like emergency exits.
Well, first off, in this room, you notice that there is to the right is a large fireplace with that has mounted swords above it, just rapiers and scimitars. There to the left is a kitchen area, and actually, as you look around, you see someone is cooking in the corner. A large man, in a chef's hat and an apron, and he appears to be completely made out of iron.
Oh.
Am I getting flashbacks to father?
No, this one is like take her, replace her skin with metal, and then put her in an apron and a chef's hat. That is what this guy is.
Nice.
Yikes.
Oh,
Like
And
solid
he-
metal or armor?
You don't know.
Not armor, solid metal.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's currently working on a grill. And as you are scoping around, you see that there's a staircase that is just in the middle back of the room that leads upstairs. Then there's the fireplace, and that's the only other thing that you notice is that are a lot of portraits on the walls. There's ones of different coasts, ships, or really anything that looks aesthetically pleasing. Really, it makes the downstairs a lot more bright with color. And Captain Ink just looks to you all. Alright, so all of you have come here like Thaddeus from the swamps.
Yes, sir.
You're new recruits.
Yes, sir. Miss Raw already tested us out.
Yes, Ra has told me a little bit. Said that you're very capable. Hmm. Now, would you all mind telling me why the day that I get back to my base camp, I find out that there is a new group of people here that come from the swamp, and then immediately there one of my alarms in my home goes off when I have made no changes to the roster of the people here besides you, Devin.
Well, there's actually 8 of us, but I don't know where the other guy went.
No, there's
I
there's
don't.
oh, are you not there, Callan?
He was still
I don't know.
smoking,
I
right?
assume I don't know where you put me.
You were outside the the cargo drop as they were walking up to the house. Did you want to join up with the group at that point, or did you want to like go hide?
I would probably stay outside because I don't like ink.
All right, then.
But I'd say like outside the house, like waiting for them to come out.
All right, then.
So,
You mind telling me why the 6 of you? This.
Well, there's actually 7 of us, but I haven't actually seen the other guy since this morning. He was like,
Perry, he was working,
ears.
remember?
Cover your ears, honey. I'll wait for Smudge to cover her ears.
Smudge covers her ears, but she looks up to Aria.
Thank you. So he was dancing, at the club, getting all naggies, having given some men a good time. So, and I haven't really seen him since then. We've been working in the stables and stuff. I guess I had thought he was assigned to his own job, entertaining the troops.
I
I haven't
hold up.
seen him.
I hold up the jacket. This was his jacket. He was
Oh, wait,
at
you
the.
saw him earlier?
We saw him. Yeah, we saw
So
him
you had to go
briefly
back to
when he was on break.
Mhm.
Oh, I was going to work. I wouldn't even think about it. Oh, we have seen the guy briefly.
He was all right. Raw, and she looks over to him. I want you to go find a kender for me. It seems that he is the most suspicious one right now. And she nods her head and heads outside.
Just
We're
because he's participating in exotic entertainments, that's a little bit, that's a little bit stereotyping the profession
Ah.
there, sir. Don't you think?
Forgive me for asking, but what is he suspicious of? What happened?
someone entered my home. They picked the lock upstairs, and I don't know exactly what they were trying to do, but obviously they were keen enough to leave before I killed them. Now,
Well, I mean, not to
they-
suggest anything. Your home is super nice.
Carry the
Kind of steal from you, maybe? I was just sorry. It was just a suggestion.
let me put this in a perspective that you might be able to see. If you were the captain of a crew that you've known every single one of the crewmates. You've brought them in yourself. And once you get back home, this new group of people that you have never met before, who say that they're from a place that you never thought anyone would come out of. And then someone tries to break into your home. Tell me, wouldn't you not suspect the new people that you never have seen before?
There was like a quadruple negative in there. Give me just a minute to parse it. Yes, I would be very suspicious. That does sound suspicious.
Well, I do see where you're coming from, sir. However, we were with Smudge for this whole time. So, uh,
Yes, you were with Smudge.
That's true.
And he like looks over to Smudge, and she's like vigorously shaking her head. Yeah, they were with me. We had a lot of fun. This one like my tea. And she's just like swinging around Cicero's hands.
They're
With her.
what you don't want to trip or anything like that, alright?
And Captain Ink's just like, well, you have alibis. This one, he points to Thaddeus, and your other friend. Well, no, Thaddeus was. This one was with Raphael the entire time. However,
oh, Thaddeus.
your other friend was not accounted for. And Thaddeus looks back to you, Aaron. Oh, hi, yeah, I'm Thaddeus. It's me. How's it going?
Where
These are my
the
friends.
hell have you been this whole time?
Oh, I've made new friends. You see, I talked with Ink for a little bit, Inksy as I like to call him. So I was talking with Inksy, and I told him that I killed Gil, and I gave.
With how?
Hang on. We killed Gil.
That was a team effort, buddy. You can't claim that by yourself.
Oh, Ink, Inksy. And Ink looks at him. Don't call me that. I'm sorry, Inksy. Yeah, I may have flubbed it a bit. These guys helped me. Gil. And yeah, so I told him that I killed Gil, and then well, I didn't kill him. I put him to sleep. He's sleeping at the bottom of some water right now. I think he's fine because he's
Clark,
a
you're breaking character.
he's having fun with the fishes that I also put to sleep with them. They're having a nice little cuddle party back there. Anyway,
we made a shark cry.
Anyway, and I gave Smudge her teapot back, her teacup. As Smudge like vigorously shakes her head. Yep, that is awesome. Don't go spreading that rumor around. On top of that, Inksy here brought me over to his home, and he said that I could work with Raph for a little bit. I call him Raph because he likes being called that. And Inksy said that I should work with Raph on his new gun, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I worked on the gun, and then that big one over there, the big lady, she came in and she got me, and now I'm here.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard you speak that much at once.
Well, I'm a man of few words.
Right.
Well, there you have it.
And Ink is just looking at you all. So,
Yeah, we have to deal with this guy.
what you're telling me is that Smudge was a Kender with you? Oh, yeah, I saw a short guy. He gave me some tea, and then I think he went back to the strip club. I'm gonna go have a talk manager and see what I can dig up, but you say you killed Gil, that you're from Slaughter Swamp. I'm going to be keeping my eye on every last one of you while I'm here. You got that?
Understood.
And Smudge is like, oh, don't be so mean, Ink. They're nice. This one likes my tea. They're all really nice. And then her butts into, yeah, they didn't do anything wrong, and you know what? Ink, maybe you should start treating us with a little bit more respect, because, you know, if we trust them, why can't you trust them, huh? Huh?
Well,
I mean,
that's okay, Her.
they seem pretty
It's okay,
nice in
Her.
my eyes.
Thank you,
In-
Her.
Appreciate you standing up for us, but I feel like, you know, he's just trying to look out for his crew, you know? So I understand. I understand.
Well, when has he ever looked out for me? He's never given me any gold for what I've been doing, for all the hard work I've put in. I want a blanket. And Captain Ink, he just like pinches the bridge of his nose.
Why is it exactly? I'm not saying that actually in character.
All right, listen. To put you two at ease, I will allow you all to stay here for the night, because it will show that I trust my crew's opinion on people. But it will also allow me to keep an eye on you. So, they can stay here, but you are to watch them. Same with you, Smudge. And Chef. Oh yeah, what? You need to watch them as well. As long as they be liking my food, I'll make sure to keep a nice watch on them.
Oh,
They don't need to like your food, Chef. You just need to watch them. That's an order. Oh, yeah. Don't get your britches in a bunch. Alright, so you all can stay here for the night. Do whatever you wish to do. Don't try stealing anything from me. And I'm gonna go get your friend and bring him here too. We're gonna have a talk in the morning.
that sounds fair. Thank you so much, sir. You just been, I mean, you've been much more fair than you even needed to be. You're the boss here, so thank you for that, sir.
Don't forget it.
Will not, no, sir.
And he looks over to her. Don't you forget that either. And her kind of like puts down her head. And Callan, you were not sneaking when you were outside. You said you wanted to wait outside.
Correct.
So Rah just sees you, comes over, doesn't even say a word, and just picks you up by the scruff.
Not the first time this has happened, sadly.
Yep.
Have a look at the merchandise, lady. That'll be $5.
And she just
Looking's
plops you
free.
down inside. Shut up. she plops you down and she looks over all of you and then looks back over to her. It says, I'm gonna go get some sleep, sister. These ones put a little bit of hurt on me. Alright, sissy, have a nice sleep.
I tip her a small salute.
She chuckles and then heads upstairs. Alright. Yourselves at home. And Ink heads out. And as he does, Her goes over to the door and locks it. Well, dinner's almost on. Let's sit down and eat then.
I'm starving. Chef, what are you making?
Oi, I'm making my specialty. Oh, you're making my special tea? No, you little ball of adorableness. I'm making spotted dick. Yay!
I unfortunately cannot partake.
Are
May-
you a vegan or something?
Oh, she's
No,
she's
she's
fasting.
fasting,
It's
I'm
it's a
sorry.
religious thing. It's she gets a lot of power from like her god, and she has to do this thing from time to time. It's really inconvenient, but you know, what are you gonna do?
So what you're saying is you won't eat my food?
I would love to eat your food at another time, but it is the calling of my god.
Huh. Well, your god doesn't really care about
Poor
chefs
cow.
now, does he?
You know, there is this lore of a chef Blaze. But beyond that, I do not know.
Never heard of him. And you guys will sit down to have a nice meal of spotted dick.
Yeah, who's ready for dicks?
It's
It's
spotted dicks.
Yeah.
listen, this is part of his lore.
Yeah.
Though I don't know if the original
Entire time,
players
Frank.
actually had that be his specialty, but I just
But it is now.
it's what I wrote down on his sheet, so I'm like, okay, that works.
Callan desperately needs a shower.
All right, well,
That's that off, so he's oh,
Is that what that smell is?
Hey, Callan,
Yo, Carrie,
does Callan look like cold or
that's a
anything?
great quote, and I think you should pin it. But I got one. I got just a single criticism. Hear me out.
Yeah?
It's a constructive one. How dare you?
All right, so that's where we're gonna end the session. You guys get to
Yay!
eat.
Before that, I want to
Drink,
toss
shower.
Callan his jacket.
All right, that's
no.
awesome. The tunnel Drake jacket.
Begrudgingly accept the jacket.
But the blue French suede one is so styling.
I'm not wearing any of them.
Callan, look, man, you wanted a jacket, you have a jacket. I don't see the problem.
All right, so that will be the end of the